All right, so welcome back to another edition of the, well, I guess this is not really the Nerdcast, but the Northern Nerd Network. My name is Dan, and on today's episode we have...
I'm Ron.
And...
Hunter.
Joe.
And my name is Daniel. Yeah, and we're going to be talking a little bit about Star Wars. I mean...
We all wear the right shirts then.
Except for me, I didn't bring a hat. I apologize.
We are all wearing Star Wars hats. I don't have an extra one for that.
It's okay.
I apologize.
These luscious locks right here.
There you go.
Yeah. That's why I wear hats.
He's attractive.
All right. Anyways, well, we are just going to talk a little bit about our thoughts, our feelings about the movie itself, because I mean,
Wow.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
We've got to start with that.
we'll start with that, but I want to make sure that everyone knows that this is non-spoilers. We are not, like, if you are watching this, you're safe.
No
Okay,
spoilers.
you're
behave.
okay.
Yeah.
That'll come later.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll start with Ron here.
Okay.
What was your thoughts?
I mean,
Yeah.
wow, like I said off the start, but I mean, it's such a fun movie. It's like everything that Star Wars should be. Like, it's just action packed from start to finish, and and I honestly think too, like, whether you're a Star Wars fan or not, you're really gonna like this movie. Like, it's that good.
Yeah. What about you, Hunter?
I'm
What do you think, bud?
trying to think.
Yeah, should we come
Yeah.
back to you maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Sorry.
What are your thoughts?
You know what? I think it was an incredible movie. The thing I really appreciated the most was that the movie kind of took you back, I think, to what really made you fall in love with Star Wars, or in my opinion, any real Lucas films from that 70s, 80s period, even like the Indiana Joneses, where it was a good adventure. And I think that's what you really crave when you watch a movie like that. And
Yeah.
I think it delivered.
I really enjoyed the tone that it really set throughout the movie. It was a little bit more grittier than your normal typical Star Wars film.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
However, it still felt like Star Wars. I mean, it was definitely, you have all the right Star Wars characters involved in the movie. There's just so much in this here.
Yeah.
That I really, for me, I really enjoyed the tone of the movie.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, it was such a good feel, and like, yeah, like I said, yeah, right from the beginning, you felt like, you were home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. That's sort of what you want from these movies, right?
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah.
There's those other movies that we watched, and this really felt like a prequel.
Yeah. Well, like we were talking last night after we watched the movie, was what we said was just like, with the prequels and even with Force Awakens last year, there were certain elements to it that were maybe a little uncomfortable for some fans. And I mean, I realize that's maybe being very kind for some fans for the prequels, but but it was still Star Wars. You still got to see, Star Wars. You got to see characters you were familiar with. You got to see Jedis, and you got, what I mean, lightsabers and everything. But this movie, I never got that feeling. Like, just the whole way through, it was just like I'm where I want to be. Like, it definitely gave you that feeling for sure. What do you figure? What do you like? What did you think of the movie?
Well, it was really good, and like, there's a lot of action to it than all the other ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was lots of action, wasn't there? Yeah.
It really didn't stop.
No.
Like, it just kept up that pace.
Yeah.
If there was like a seatbelt sign in the movie theater, it would have said, please buckle up your
Buckle up,
seatbelt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was definitely that definitely from start to finish.
What did you guys think about I forget what the droid's name was.
K2SO.
Yes.
I quite enjoyed that character. It was the great droid character from Star Wars, with the humor and the interaction. But I liked how he was kind of everything. He was like in the action and he was funny. And
Yeah, if I'm thinking now, if there's a droid involved in any Star Wars, movie, film, anything, it is seriously there just for comedic relief.
Mhm. Yeah.
And he delivered it in spades.
Yeah.
As much as I agree with his comedy, I felt he was almost the most human of any of the Star Wars droids, because usually, like, as funny as it sounds, even though he can't speak, R2D2 you almost feel has the most human emotion of the droid.
Yep.
But this droid, because he can talk, I felt that he really portrayed a lot of humanity, even though you could obviously tell he was a programmed droid.
It was very cool. Yeah, no, he was a great addition. I really enjoyed him, and it was an Alan Tudyk or whatever, to see him in the Star Wars universe was pretty sweet too. I'm sure he enjoyed it a lot as well.
I mean, like I said, like overall, it was such a great, fun movie to go watch. Not as scary as I thought it was going to be.
Mhm.
Initially, like I didn't take my little kid to go see the movie because I wasn't quite sure how he would react to some of the scenes. But overall, I don't think it's too bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of action. There's a lot of it does get really intense at some points, but I don't think it's something that most people can
like we
really
had, like
handle.
Hunter. We took him last night. He came with us, and Hunter's 8. And we watched Suicide Squad together, and he was fine with that. And so, and plus it's Star Wars, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pumped. he was counting down the days to Rogue One, like instead of Christmas.
Yeah.
he was very excited.
I feel, especially as far as a children-friendly movie, it definitely has to be children-friendly. I think even though Rogue One was definitely a war movie in essence of Star Wars, but it really still kept those fundamentals of Star Wars. If someone gets shot, there's they're not going to see explosions of blood coming everywhere. Like it's no
Deadpool.
It's no Deadpool. It still very much kind of keeps with what Star Wars always has been. It's never really been an extremely bloody movie, even though there's violence, and I think they kind of stuck with that.
So, overall thoughts, recommendations for people.
Oh, I'd go see it. Absolutely. Like, go see it. See it more than once. I'm going to go see it again for sure. And I hope that it draws in like new fans again or whatever that go out to see it, because it's being so well received by the critics, and that I think that will draw some other people out that wouldn't necessarily go to see it because it's a Star Wars movie, but it is a Star Wars story. But it is a really good standalone story by itself. Like you could watch that and enjoy it without seeing any of the others, but why would you?
I think this is the movie out of any Star Wars movie that's come out. This is the one you take the non-fan to. This is the one, if you want to try and entice a Star Wars fan to get into the franchise, to enjoy the movies, this is the one you take them to, because you can just sit down and enjoy the movie. But at the same time, I feel that this is also that movie, if someone who's never seen it before does enjoy, we'll have them going, well, let's see the rest.
Let's see what's going on now.
Yeah, I think if you were going to use this movie as a lead into Star Wars, I think this is a fantastic jumping off point for pretty much almost anybody.
Well, really, if you look at it in Star Wars as a whole, when it all started, and this is really the beginning.
Yeah.
It really is so it's definitely a good place to start.
Yeah.
No, your thoughts?
What do you think?
I think that droid was really funny.
And what do you think about the movie? Should people go see it?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, I
lot of
highly
people.
recommend people to go watch this. I almost like the prices of tickets are incredible, but I kind of want to go see the IMAX now.
Yeah.
Because
And I haven't actually checked out a feature film in IMAX yet. So it's just because I don't know. For me, the screens at like AVX 3D, I'm really happy with that. I don't need
those are pretty big, but I mean, just
Some of
to
those shots
see
with
those,
the ships and that.
with the ships, the walkers,
Yeah.
some of those bigger
I guess
scenes.
that's nothing anyone hasn't seen in the trailers, so we're not giving anything away.
No,
Yeah.
no, like that they're there, right?
Yeah.
So, but those kinds of scenes, I think would have more impact if you had it in IMAX.
Yeah, there's
so
some great shots of the Star Destroyer.
The only
I-
thing I always say about IMAX though is if you're gonna go, I know the screen is so large for me. It's like I don't know if everyone has problems focusing sometimes, but if you're gonna get an IMAX ticket, sit as far back as you can.
Yeah.
In the theater, that's my only thing with IMAX.
yeah, I mean, you like it's so hard. Like
Yeah, 'cause it's everywhere.
it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You'll
Yeah,
never
it's a
see the
massive
whole
screen.
screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's it. I want to thank you guys for coming out. We'll be back in a couple minutes here, and we'll talk a little bit more about some of the finer details of the movie.
Yes, all spoilers.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler
Yeah.
alert!
Yeah. So thank you for coming.
Okay.